Jeremy's struggle has been the most difficult time in my life. When you love someone and you know their heart, you know their soul, you know their potential, it is indescribable to watch that not being achieved every day, and to watch them every day embarking on a life and death activity. And every moment you wonder if it's going to be their last, and there are just no words to describe that. If Sheriff Favata is watching this, I would like to thank him from the bottom of my heart for helping me to get my son back, for helping my son to find the path once again, for him to achieve his potential, for him to fulfill his dreams, and mostly for him to love himself and be at peace with himself, and to thank him initially for his compassion. He saw my son as a human being. He saw my son with empathy and treated him accordingly. He treated him and he treated me like we mattered. That made all the difference, because I was out of answers. I was out of solutions. My words weren't getting through anymore. And he helped get to Jeremy. He helped get to that moment when you finally surrender and say, I have to find another path. And it changed that moment. And here we are almost 15 months later. And life is good.
Do you still have the letter?
I do. I still do have the letter that I texted to Sheriff Favata and Becky Baker.
Would you be willing to read that?
I absolutely would. Good morning. What a difference a year makes in all the moments it encompasses. A year ago this Thanksgiving Eve, I drove to Syracuse to pick Jeremy up at the bus station from St. Joe's, expecting him to disembark something as he had left, in sweats and war-torn. To my shocked delight, he appeared dressed as the young, mannered, educated man I had previously known. His path continues to look forward to achieving his potential and fulfilling his purpose, and that is by the grace and mercy of God and his angels, Favata and Baker. We remain forever grateful for your friendship and selfless support, and wish you and yours the blessings of a safe and loving holiday season. May the miracles you create be shown upon your lives. Bernadette and Jeremy.
Nice. And you sent that right to Mike Favata?
I did, and to Becky Baker.
Have you had any relations with Baxter? Have you talked to him at all?
I did. We went to the SOARS Opioid Awareness Day, Jeremy and I sought out Sheriff Baxter to thank him. And to my surprise, he had known who we were. He had known how hard Jeremy was working, and he embraced me, and it was wonderful. And we had spoke about, I had thanked him for continuing to fight for those that are suffering and the families that are standing behind them, looking for hope every moment and living every moment, not knowing what to do next, not knowing how to take the next breath, not knowing how to put the next foot forward. And what he is doing to fulfill this mission in this county is extraordinary, and we are very blessed. The advice that I would give to any parent of a child struggling with addiction is to never give up, ever, and never stop loving them. Remember who they are, and to just keep going with that. Drugs Drugs are ugly. They have them say the ugliest things. They have them do hurtful things. Remember, that is not your child. That is the drugs talking. That is the drugs acting. Remember who is that heart and that life behind it, and advocate for that health. They are not healthy. Advocate for them and never give up. Open every door, question everything, and keep going, because chances are they can't fight for themselves anymore. Their brains are no longer healthy enough. And if you can't do it, reach out to those of us who have been through it, and we will help you, because we want you to be where we are, in a much better place of peace, of happiness, and of good health.